right. I think that's all good. We shall find out very soon if it's not. All right. And that still looks a little discolored. Just give me 1 second here. I'm not liking that coloring. Is it just on the... For whatever reason, I always seem to have coloring issues. We're gonna do that. Ooh, that's still discolored. Just give me 1 second here. We're gonna get that fixed. That looks horrible. All right, for some reason this computer that's really weird. That looks more normal. Um, what does it look like on here? That's so weird. Okay, well I think that's a little better. We're gonna zoom in back on that delta tail real quick, make sure it's all... That still has a weird flavor to it. I don't like that at all. That just looks bad. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did the last time to make it look better. Seems like something different is wrong every time. No, that's good where it was. Okay, we're almost there. It's not contrast. Oh, maybe it is. I don't think it is. It shouldn't be. How does that look? No, that still doesn't look right. I think it's... That's really weird. And I even fixed this problem last time. And what I did to fix it last time, I ain't doing it this time. Maybe if I bring this back to... Shoot. Alright, I apologize for this minor delay. For some reason, having some coloration issues. That's close. I'm just getting a weird glare. No, that doesn't look right. Let's see, this is unbelievable. Okay. I'm getting yeah, that doesn't look right at all. Ooh. All right. Just give me a few seconds here. We're gonna get this all figured out at some point here. Um, quite honestly, I probably kind of expected this to happen. Come on. Okay, we're almost there. I think I'm getting a little closer. We're gonna go back to that delta tail and see if it looks any better. That still doesn't look right. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's doing that to me. And I know as a fact, when I get home, it's gonna look just fine, right? Alright, well, if you're just joining me here, I apologize for the little bit of a weird start. We're trying to get the coloration here to work a little bit better. It's being a little silly. And that does not look right. Which confuses me. Because if I zoom out here, okay. You see, and I think all of anyone here watching is gonna agree with me that that does not look right. I think we need to turn this down to 0. I think that's... Does that look a little better? It's so hard to tell. Comparing a camera picture to my... That almost looks normal. It's just a little light. Unbelievable. Right, that makes sense right there. Is that a spider? Where are these spiders coming from? They're like hanging. There's nowhere to be hanging though. Where are you coming from, little guy? There we go. It's not hanging anymore. It's so weird. There's like nowhere a spider could... there's no roof above me. Does this... Alright, I think we're getting close. That delta tail still doesn't look right, but I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong anymore. So we might just have to live with it. That southwest doesn't look right either. That is really annoying. And I only seem to have this problem when I try to stream. It's definitely not that way. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna zoom in. See, I can match that. Maybe it is just the look of my screen. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe I am just going crazy. Wow. That is wild. Alright. Well, this is fun. This is exciting. How does it look on? And that looks normal. Okay. You know, I might just have to leave it and figure it out later like I did last time. Okay. Well, if you happen to just be joining me, welcome to the second episode of Legitimate Aviation Live. We are here in Sacramento, California, being swarmed by like 12 different kinds of bugs. Even though it's 50 degrees out, so that's fun. We like that. And a bunch of spiders. I don't know where these spiders are coming from either. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. We're waiting for some departures here. All right. Oh, there we go. No, that still doesn't look right. If you have any idea what I might be doing wrong with my coloration here, because for some reason my computer does not recognize my camera anymore, and it completely screws up the colors every single time I try to stream. Yeah, see, that does not look right. That should be much brighter. That's kind of the issue we've been having. You know, it is what it is. We'll get it figured out one day. Properties, it's not properties. That just looks so gray. But no matter what I do, I cannot get the blue right. Come on. There we go. I apologize for this. I thought this was all figured out. Because it was. Alright, well, we might just have to live with it. Because I got no clue what's happening. It isn't my camera, because my camera says everything is just pristine and perfect. Well, either way, nothing too much happening right now, so we're just gonna kind of mess with this until something does. Maybe I'll figure it out before then. It just looks horrible. That is not at all. If I put my hand, oh, I have to zoom out. Put my hand right in front of the camera. Yeah, see, that just looks absolutely horrible. That's how you know the... Alright, we're gonna at least get my hand to the right color here. It's definitely not that. That's almost perfect, I feel like. And maybe it is that. Maybe I had it right the first time. Alright, well, we did the best we can. Everything else we'll just have to mess with later. There we go. Move all my stuff over. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, I have no idea what's wrong with this thing. Alright, well, great start to the stream. So everything else looks normal except for the colors. And I think you can all kind of agree with me that that looks a lot darker than it normally does. It's definitely not as vibrant as my camera. Which is the only thing bothering me. But, you know, if you zoom out over here and focus right on that, that's perfectly colored. I guess it's still a little dark. And that is my confusion. Yeah, it's not that. I thought it was just everything set at 0. It used to be, you know, you could just set everything at 0 and it was just fine. It's definitely not the brightness. Maybe it's a contrast. We'll see. And then I'll come by. Oh. See, and this thing is highly inconsistent. Alright, well, at least we know what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, as you can see, I feel like you could probably see kind of the troubles I'm going through right now. Because it's like, maybe if I just put it all the way at 100. This is supposed to be, you know, a little more red than that. This is really weird. I can get the reds down, but I can't get the blues. If I move that, it just goes to straight purple. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, it's not that. Wild. All right, and once again, I do apologize for this really strange situation that seems to keep bothering me. We'll get the coloration down here and hopefully soon. I have a feeling this is going to be the best we can do. Southwest just isn't showing up properly, at least on my computer. This seems to look the most normal here. So maybe it's just the stream. I don't know. I feel like I should stop messing with it though, because it doesn't seem like I'm helping the situation at all. That makes more green. Man, I don't know. Well, let's just get this departure. All right. We're gonna see how that looked on the computer. Which is a little behind. It's so weird. I apologize for that. That does not look right at all. Weird. Absolutely wild. Um, actually, what's a good place to focus on? Huh, weird. Well, if anyone in the chat happens to have any recommendations on what I should do here, I would be down to hear them. Because I'm kind of at a stalemate in terms of figuring I have no idea why it's all of a sudden doing that. Maybe if I just got rid of that. Yeah, see? So that's where it starts. Never used to do that before. Um... Yeah, I don't think it's this either. Yeah, this seems to be something else. Okay, well, we can just go ahead and get rid of that then. Shoot. Everything is set at 0. That right there looks the most normal according to my camera, right? That does not. We're just trying to get to the exact color. There we go. Huh. Oh well. We're just gonna live with it. 'Cause for some reason, even that green is not very green. That's what confused me. That yellow on that bus is not very yellow. And that's where I am absolutely confuseled. So I zoom in on that tree right there, which should be a nice, crisp green. That ain't no green at all. And I can't get it green with that. All right, on the bright side, it's not super busy right now. We're just waiting on a few arrivals here soon, hopefully. No matter what I do here, I cannot get that green color. I need like an extremely bright green. Like that. Ooh, actually, that's a good spot right there. I can get the green. That's the green right there. Uh, shoot. You have no idea how much this is gonna bug me. Is that just what it looks like normally? That is not the right color. This is unbelievable. That is right there. That's perfect. But then you lose the green grass. That is what I don't understand. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. This thing's gonna go dark. We're gonna go ahead and delete that. You're gonna see nothing. Still does that. No, that's definitely not it. Wild. That is. Oh, you know, what if I do this? That's not it. So it has to be this one. That looks the most normal, according to my camera. That is so weird. Okay, well, I think we're just gonna have to live with it. I want to say I'll have it figured out by the next stream, but I'd had it figured out the last stream. And it still gives me problems. Frustrating. That is wildly frustrating, actually. Yeah, you can see that southwest does not look normal. Huh. All right, then. And yeah, see, my hand is like extremely yellow there. This is just another day in the life of a stream here on Legitimate Aviation Live. Something's always going awry. That is almost the normal color. Right there. Almost. You know? Well, let's zoom in on this bus down here real quick. See how... Well, the colors are a little better. Not really. Alright, well, we're just going to deal with it. We're going to go ahead and check our good old flight radar. See how we're doing. And I'm actually going to... Alright, for those of you here, thanks for your patience. We are trying very hard to get the colors of what you're seeing to match up with what I'm seeing. Thank you all for your patience. I wish this wasn't a problem. It looks like we're almost there. That's the closest I've gotten so far. So, looks good to me. Alright, sorry, the chat did not pop up right away, so I was not seeing the chat. Thank you to Sawyer's Aviation. Looks good to me. Yeah, okay. I think I've got it to the best I can. I got it perfect, you know, back when I was doing a test run privately. I got the colors perfect, and I was so proud of myself. But something still looks off. But if you say it does, then that's good enough for me. If you are satisfied, I am satisfied. All right. There we go. Fantastic. And it's gonna take me a little longer to get organized. Usually I'm already like, you know, chatting. I'm already on top of things. Let's go ahead and check flight radar, see what's going on, see what's in the sky coming up. And if you're just joining us, my name is Devin. We are here live at Sacramento International Airport. We're not usually at Sacramento, but today we are. Oh yeah, see that southwest just looks so weird. Anyway, sorry, my stream's delayed, so I see stuff far, far after everyone else does. Yeah, so we're here at the airport, Sacramento, attempting to get some sort of action. My name is Devin. What am I doing? There we go. SMF. Let's get this flight radar going. In terms of arrivals, we're absolutely surrounded by Southwests. In terms of departures, we've got some Delta, we've got some Southwest. I've got a 4 o'clock United departure. So an interesting mix. Got a nice little spider crawling right next to me. Always love it when that happens. Hopefully they don't get in my bag. As long as they don't touch my stuff, I don't really care. Yeah, that just looks weird. Well, I guess that's just gonna have to do. Everything else looks normal. All the other colors except for like the reds and the blues. Yeah, that looks like really dark. Anyway, what I can tell you is that is a Southwest Boeing 737-700. If you give me about 5 seconds, I can check where it's coming from. I'm not native to here, so that little guy's coming in from Long Beach, California. So a pretty short flight, actually. I think it's only like an hour. Yeah, it's only an hour. Whew. And I am literally walking into the camera. All right. And since we have a chat going a little bit today, we've got a brand new feature that I want to go ahead and try out while we have the chance. Because I think it will definitely help the stream be a little bit more interactive. Yeah. So just give me 1 second here. And I am going to, oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. That should work. Now, assuming that worked, I should be able to do this. And it should come up on the screen if it did it right. Maybe. Maybe it didn't do it right. It's showing up there. Huh. Interesting. Now we're having other issues. Wild. That's new. Why aren't my overlays working? Oh. Okay, well that's good to know. There we go, now it works. Haha. We figured it out. All right, might as well get that Southwest over there. There we go. And that's a little special chat feature, so if I reference something you say, I'll be able to pull that up whenever I want, which is pretty handy dandy. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of that because it's not necessary anymore. Yeah, so that's that. Anyway, how are we all doing today? Now that I've somewhat figured out the coloring on the stream and figured out what's happening. How are my dear friends doing? By the way, if you're new, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the stream. Usually we're based out in Boise. We stream once or twice a month, depending on how cold it is, for sure. We're out here as a one-off in Sacramento, checking out what's out here. It's not a super busy time of the day, but that's okay. And me being a perfectionist, I'm constantly being bothered by the discoloration of the stream. That's just me, though. Right? Because if I put my hand right in front, right, like that, my hand looks normal. But everything else does not. Especially if I zoom into that delta tail. Something's just off there. I'm doing good. Come on. There we go. Alright, Soares Aviation says, I'm doing good. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, and they've got a big game tonight, so I'm excited for that. That is fantastic. I would honestly probably be watching that game if it weren't for me being out of town. Sweet. So that sounds like fun. Hope all goes well for ya. And man, I think we'll just have to focus this over here. I think this is the most exciting. Got a southwest all the way out there. And this little guy right here will be heading all the way out to the beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a Southwest 737-8. One of many Southwest 737-8s. Yeah. Man. And I want to say I promise, but I feel like every time I make a promise on this channel, that's just a guarantee that something's going to go absolutely horribly wrong. So I'm not going to promise, but I'm going to do my best to make sure the colors on these streams look normal, right? 'Cause man, if it looked like what I'm seeing on my camera, this would be a fantastic stream. But then again, that's me, the perfectionist, coming out there. All right. Yeah, and we are up atop the parking garage, just kind of hanging out. And we're going to see that Southwest come probably all the way out over here. I'm thinking that's where we're going to see it next. Give it a sec, give it a sec, give it a sec. There we go. And off and away. Right behind the building. And we probably won't be seeing it come out from behind the building. At least not in a spot that I can see. Alright, Sorry Aviation says, I flew into Sacramento in late September. And it was a pretty nice airport, but not the best airport I've been to. My personal favorite isn't, oh my goodness, wow, I can't read. My personal favorite is KMCI. Yeah, I've actually, I've never been to Kansas City, actually, which is It's a new airport now, so it's actually on my list to go to at some point, because I would like to see what, man, I can't English today. I'd like to see what they've done to the airport, done to the place. Um, all right, and this little guy is a Southwest 737. Man, I can't keep the camera still. 737-700, and he's coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada. How convenient. We just saw the Las Vegas flight depart. And he'll probably be pulling around here soon. All right. I guess I can get rid of that. Sorry, I'm like not on top of things today. My apologies for that. Maybe I should hold off on that comment feature until I can get everything organized. New MCI is really modern now, much better than the old one, and definitely more roomy. Old terminal felt cramped. Yeah, I was reading something a while ago, actually, back when they were tearing it all down, and they were saying that the old terminal was built for a pre-TSA world, and so it was supposed to be you can just drive right up to your gate and just walk right in, and then of course stuff happened, right? And TSA came along and took over a bunch of space. And so now, or at that point, they're like, shoot, we just built this new terminal, and now we have to put in this whole extra security feature, which they weren't expecting. And that's why it was so cramped. Plus probably, you know, bigger planes, more growth, stuff like that. But I thought that was pretty interesting. And now the new terminal is actually meant for a TSA-based world, and so they have better equipment for that. All right, and this is that Southwest 737-7 coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the many cities that never sleep. That along with New York City, of course, Manhattan specifically. LA. Tokyo, I think, is in that list. I'd imagine London, Dubai, a bunch of cities. Yeah, cities that never sleep. They're always busy, always got people running around, buying stuff, doing stuff, saying stuff, all that good stuff. All right, fantastic. And it looks like the next arrival is just coming in right now. It is yet another Southwest, a 737-700 coming in from Burbank, California. There we are. Beautiful. All right, just to give you a little perspective of where I am, right? I don't know if any of you have been atop the Sacramento Airport parking garage. I'm kind of like at the corner here. You got the ATC tower. You got the, I don't know what terminal that is. I think it's, yeah, Terminal B, which is Southwest, Alaska, Hawaiian, Volaris, pretty much all the low-cost air carriers and smaller carriers. And then, of course, Terminal A is, I think, American, United, Delta, and Air Canada. That's what I saw, at least. This next arrival, before it lands here, is, what? That's not right. What did I just see? Interesting. Well, we've got two Burbank arrivals. So this is also a 737-700 coming in from Burbank, California. I'd assume one was probably delayed, because usually you don't get two flights coming in from the same place. All right. Man, you have no idea how much I want to fix the coloring on this thing right now. It probably, I mean, I guess y'all don't have a side-to-side comparison of what I'm seeing compared to what the screen's showing me. Hey, look at that, two Burbank flights right there. Um, Man, it's like bothering me. Especially like if you look at this grass on the camera, like what you're seeing, it's like blue. That's not right. It should be a bright green. Um, which, tells you that something's off. Something's not quite right. But no matter what I do, doesn't seem like it's being fixed. So let's just see if there's any more arrivals here, at least anytime soon. I'm not seeing any. We got an American CRJ 700 coming in from Phoenix. That'll be landing here in about 20 minutes. But nothing too soon. We'll go ahead and check the departures board. Looks like coming up, we've got a Delta E175 going to Las Vegas, Nevada. Bunch of Southwest, and then another Delta E175 going to Los Angeles, and then a United, and then that American that's landing. So, lots of Southwest. So, if you guys like Southwest, you are definitely in for a treat. Sacramento loves Southwest. And I am keeping an eye out for pushbacks. It looks like we've got a Southwest heading out to the runway right now, going to Denver. It's another -7. All right, and Sawyer's Aviation asks, "What's your favorite airline?" And that's a good question actually. It's definitely not as difficult as what's your favorite plane, because that question, I fear that question. Um, what's my favorite aircraft? Aircraft. Wow, I'm losing airline. That's in terms of what I've flown. I haven't necessarily flown a whole lot of airlines, so I don't have a lot to choose from. But from what I have flown, I would probably say JetBlue, and that's mostly because of the wide variety of amenities they offer. Um, there's no other airline, at least in the US, that offers as good of a selection as they do. So that's probably my favorite airline I've flown. In terms of just overall, man, that's a tough one. I've always kind of liked Etihad, Saudi Arabian airline. What on earth? Oh, that's why. Yeah. So yeah, probably in terms of American carriers, it'd probably end up being JetBlue, right? As I've said. In terms of international, more than likely Etihad. Trying to think of all the different. Yeah, actually, I don't think there's really any competitors there. I would love to try to fly Etihad at some point. And featured on this channel too. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess with the colors again because I can't. I want to say it's a contrast, but it's definitely not the contrast. Although that might be part of it. Maybe if I do that. Yeah, that's... Ooh, feel like we got a little closer there. Add some saturation. I feel like that got us a little closer. Just a little bit. That made me happy. Um... Alright, what are we saying here? Give me one sec. This little guy's going to Denver, Colorado. It's a Boeing 737 dash. You can tell by the exit doors. I can't see. I would assume, yeah, dash 700. There you go. I'll get more of it once it gets past the building. And my tripod is not locked in place like it normally is. I'm gonna have to fix that here in a sec. All right. Wonderful. And I'm actually going to focus it on the Southwest, because if I can get the colors of the Southwest correct, I can get everything else right. And Soares Aviation, I like Southwest a lot, especially their MAX aircraft with the mood lighting. And typically when you board, they have music playing at least on their MAX aircraft. Yeah, that's actually, those are real good points. And I've actually flown Southwest. Unfortunately, every time I have, it's been on their older aircraft, so I've never actually experienced any of their newer amenities like that. But that's not saying it's not good. I've actually really wanted to try out their new product. And real quick, I'm just gonna point out Anthony McNulty, I hope I'm somewhat pronouncing that right at least, said, "Good evening, what time is it there?" Anthony, I'm not sure where you're coming from, but we are here in Sacramento, California, and it is 3:28 p.m. At some point, I hope to have a clock on my stream so that it's easier to figure that one out. But yeah, that's the current time right now. I hope that helps. And we're gonna be here until, I don't know, we'll be here for a while. It's not cold. Seems like we're doing pretty well. So I think we'll probably be here for at least a good while. Yeah, okay, that's too purple. That's too green, and that's, whoa, that's weird, that's wacky. Maybe 95? No current departures or anything right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the sky. I will make sure to get the camera on the next piece of action once it happens. For now, I'm going to mess with this. See if I can get the colors a little more accurate. I think I'm getting closer every time. Soares Aviation says, "Trust me, once you fly in their MAX, it's blocked off. You will fall in love with it." I don't doubt that, honestly. But then again, Southwest, has to compete with all the other airlines doing the same type of thing. So it's a matter of if they can stand out enough, right? But I'm sure, I have no doubt that oh, sweet. Anthony McNulty says he's from Ireland. Wow, ooh. Ireland. That's pretty cool, actually. I think you are the first viewer, at least that's said anything, from Ireland. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations on that one. Yeah, we mainly do streams in Boise, Idaho. So, I'm guessing from where you're at, you probably have either barely heard of Boise, you know probably little about it because it's a small city, or you've never heard of it. That wouldn't be a surprise necessarily because a lot of people, even people on the east coast of the U.S., don't know what Idaho is. So, someone being from outside the U.S., I'd imagine it wouldn't be much more common to know that. Oh, ooh, I think I hit on something here. Man, I feel like I'm so close and yet so far to getting these colors just perfect. Except, well, the test here is looking at the green grass. And that grass, well, that's not green. And that's what we're trying to figure out. All the other colors are starting to look better. That's a little bright. And the delta over here, yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm genuinely unsure. Southwest is definitely trying to stand out with open seating and 2 free checked bags, but it might not be enough. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't have a doubt Southwest is gonna. I mean, they've always had a really good strategy in terms of having open seating, and a lot of people actually like Southwest just specifically because of that. Because you can board with your family, and even if you book last minute, you can still have a chance of being able to sit together. Because I know a lot of families struggle with not booking in advance, or for some reason families don't end up sitting together a lot. I never quite understood that because it's most people book a month or two in advance, and there's no flights that fill up that fast. That's just me. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm actually gonna tighten this right there. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, and that the sign that I'm not getting the colors right is the fact that that's all blue. And the bus itself is blue and green. So that means I'm getting something wrong here with the colors. Um, all right, well that's actually helpful. That's good to know that I'm screwing up the greens now. And the greens are what I need to fix. So we're gonna put it there. And I can't even tell it's grass, man. And if you guys are just joining me here, we are up here at Sacramento International Airport for Legitimate Aviation Live. My name is Devin. If you are new to the channel and you do like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, do make sure to smash that like button just so I know that I'm doing something right. Yeah, yeah. And of course, I would never say no if you subscribed, right? Um, let's see. See, that's not the right direction. See, I just want to get like the greens back. I don't know where the greens went. Um, and if you're wondering why the stream looks a little discolored, it's because, well, I actually don't really know why it's discolored. I'm trying to figure that out right now. But it's a little wacky, it's a little wonky. Hopefully by the next stream, we will figure this out. We had this problem last time too, which is unfortunate, but and Robbie Batista says hello from Redwood City. I support you. Thank you so much, Robbie. That means a lot. I'm glad you're here. And I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Wherever you are, wherever you're coming from. Man, it's crazy. Everyone has their own little piece of life that they're coming to the stream. So I hope you are all doing well. We will go ahead and remove that. Oh, bless you. And man, it's not that. That's too bright. That's too dim. So that's definitely got to be a 0. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like something's just right in front of me and I'm missing it. So it's not that. And it's not that. Could be that. Could be that. And that's where I was. But now I'm missing the greens. If I do that, that's, that's black and white. And of course this thing is being a turd. What are we saying? Could there be a YouTube video on how to fix this? I want to say yes, but I seem to typically have problems on this channel that somehow no one else manages to have. But I will look it up real quick since there's not a whole lot happening right now. I'm looking to the skies. I do hear an engine startup, so we'll be seeing something soon. As you could guess, it's probably Southwest, right? Let's look it up. Let's see if there's anything on YouTube. Because maybe that's what I'm missing. And I'd just like to point out that we have officially reached 150 subscribers. That was the goal for this year. So thank you guys so much for helping me out, getting to 150 subscribers. I will not let you all down. I will make sure to keep these streams going. We've got trip reports every so often. If you guys like that kind of content. Again, thank you guys so much for getting to the 150 subscriber mark. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I've never, I've never actually like reached a goal in the time that I thought I would, if that makes any sense. Because I actually think it was July. I was like, hey, let's reach 150 by the end of the year. And we did it. So thank you all so much for that. Okay, what am I looking up? OBS, video coloration, color settings? I don't, Troubleshoot. Yeah, the problem I'm having with the looking it up is my camera shows, like, if I put everything back to 0, like if I delete the filter that I have currently, it goes to that, which is not what I see on my camera. And so the trouble of finding a YouTube video is finding something that actually solves that problem. And I am actually missing a... Alright, and that's an American Eagle CRJ 700 coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. Fun little fact, I've actually never flown... I flew US Airways back when they were around. I experienced them one time. I've actually never flown American. Oh, and that coloration is just weird. So yeah, that's a goal for the future, is to be able to fly American at some point. I haven't heard great things about American, but there's only one way to find out if all that stuff is true, and that's by flying on them myself. All right. And we should be seeing that American pulling around here anytime soon. There's that Delta E-175 going to Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm going to go ahead and fix the... Ooh, that's extreme saturation right there. Source Aviation. I've never flown American myself, but I want to. I just hear they're more expensive than other airlines. And you know what? The best part about them being more expensive is the fact that they offer half as much. If you compare United to Delta or United, oh my goodness, if you compare American to Delta or United, United and Delta both offer, you know, in-flight entertainment. United's getting a lot better at that. They just announced a complete retrofit. Delta already offers that. Delta has free Wi-Fi. And they both have, you know, decent experiences, right? American got rid of all that. They decreased the legroom. They took out the IFEs. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're thinking. Because a lot of people, I feel like, do want the in-flight entertainment and stuff. Okay. See, something just doesn't look right. It's definitely a bit weird, yes, that is for sure. All right, man. See, it didn't take me this long to figure out the color issues last time. I don't know where that American is either. Thought it would have been out here by now. I guess we could do a hand check. Yeah, see, my hand should not look that yellow, which is a telltale sign that I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it is a saturation. Maybe the saturation... No, I think it has to be at least 1, I think. It's just getting this right. That's red. Wild. And there's that American CRJ 700. Just came in from Phoenix, Arizona. And actually, right here, the colors don't look that bad. At least on that American. So that's positive. That's good. We like that. Guess we can see how it looks on the southwest over here. Yeah, it still looks the same on southwest, so that is wild. And I guarantee you, as soon as I get home and I try to fix this, it's gonna fix in like 15 seconds. It's just something I'm doing. I don't know. Thanks for bearing with me, though. I feel like that's kind of getting there. All right, and that Delta E-175 going to Las Vegas is getting ready to depart there. He'll be taxiing around the runway and getting out as soon as he possibly can. Beautiful. And if you happen to just be joining us, my name's Stephen. We are here atop the Sacramento International Airport parking garage. And this is a special edition of Legitimate Aviation Live. I hope you all are doing well. It is currently 3:47 p.m. in the afternoon. For those of you who aren't from here or from around here, that's a little update of where we are in the day. Man, something just doesn't look right about that. And I'm obsessing over this discoloration of the stream, which, you know, I will do that. I will obsess over a small little detail when something goes wrong. I promise it's all for good intentions. I want it to look as realistic as possible. Sweet, and I think we're gonna actually I think we're gonna see this guy go all the way out to the runway. In which case, I'm gonna put it out here, just so I can play with the colors a little bit and have a little time. Maybe I can get the... Ooh, that's not it. Ooh, I thought I hit it right. I think 90. I think that seems to be the best option. It's just the... Oh, here we go. And it looks like we got another Delta E-175. Now I want to make sure I'm getting these two destinations correct here. I don't want to screw that up. Yeah, okay. That one that's pushing back that you're looking at right now, that one's going to LA. So we do have that detail. So that's good. We like that. And it's definitely not saturation. All right. And at some point, probably starting next year, I'm gonna be putting in a little bit more effort, probably in the summertime when I have a little more, you know, time in my hands. We're gonna try to get some more content on the channel. I do have a couple flights planned, not official, but I do plan on going to a few places in the summer. We'll see if we can get a stream going. A lot of them are pretty limited on time, but that'll end up for some good trip reports, at least. So Something to stick around for sure. Maybe it's just the contrast. Maybe I just need to stop touching this. Can't wait. I can't wait either, actually. Traveling is legitimately, legitimately one of my favorite things to do, if not the favorite thing to do. So it is not only exciting for me, but it's also exciting for the people who get to watch it and enjoy watching that kind of stuff. So I kill two birds with one stone there, which is pretty cool. And I'm actually going to turn it around here real quick to the southwest, see how close I am to getting those right with the coloring. And it looks like I've gotten right back to where I was. Oopsie poopsie. Yeah, I don't know how to make those southwest colors brighter. The reds, the blues, and the greens are all looking weird. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Alright, I actually cannot see my stream through my computer right now. I feel like we need to fix that. Robbie Batista is asking, how long do you do live streams and how do you like airplanes? Typically I stream, again, depending on temperature and depending on weather, of course, and a couple other things. It's typically, I aim for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I have no idea how long I've been streaming at this point. You know, if I have like, you know, one person watching and they're not saying anything, I'll typically cut it off a little early if nothing's really happening. You know, just 'cause it's just kind of reality. Like if no one's here, there's not a whole lot of a reason to keep the stream going. But that's not the case today, which is great. I'm very pleased with that. And just right here, we got that Delta E-175. He's going all the way to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a very interesting route, because Sacramento is in no way, shape, or form a hub or a focus city for Delta. And yet, here we are. And I think it's going to come up right there. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we'll get a nice shot here. I wish the colors were right, because this would look really cool if we had proper... Alright, and we're going to go back and focus on the other Delta. And it does look like there's some sort of storm coming in. So we might have to get going. How do you get to aviation? Is that, I mean, I'm assuming that question is asking, like, what, you know, sparked my interest, right? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. Maybe I'll, Man, all that brown that you see on your screen, on the tarmac, that should all be green. That's where my coloration is right now. And I'm missing something because it's not working. I will definitely have to figure that out. Unfortunately, this is the only stream that I'm gonna do here in Sacramento this time around. Maybe we'll be back here at some point. So that's a minor inconvenience. Coming in here, we got a Southwest. It's hard to tell when it's so far out, but I can look on good old Flight Radar 24. Got a Southwest 737-700 coming in from San Diego. Let's get focused on that again. Where is it? There it is. Oh, and I'm going to focus on this Delta because we've had a lot of Southwest. Last minute decision here. And this little guy right here is an E175. He's going all the way to Los Angeles, California. I didn't really notice how many inner California rats they have here. But it's a lot. Beautiful. All right. And I'm gonna have to plug in my camera here soon because my camera battery's running out. I do have the charger, but the actual battery itself is running a little bit low. Yeah, man, I want to get those greens. I think once I fix the green, that'll end up fixing kind of all the problems. But it's so hard to get those greens. But like nothing I do actually gets green. That gets green, right? Oh, maybe that's it. That's green right there. I know nothing else is right, but if I mess with saturation a little bit, that's not it. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Do that. Okay, well, I had a hypothesis. Maybe it's not working. Well, what else gets me green? That's purple, and that's blue, or that's purple. So like right here seems to be the sweet spot. Then that starts turning blue. So right there, I get perfect greens, right? We're gonna go ahead and focus on this southwest over here real quick. Not that there's a real point because of how screwed up the coloring is, but I guess we can do that. So we got the greens down. Now we just have to get the rest of the colors. Which I'm working on right now. We'll see if we can fix this once and for all. Oh, come on. There we go. Except I don't know how to fix it. I feel like I'm missing one control here. It's not saturation, because that's... Maybe if I put it down at 0. It's not brightness. We know that. That was a given. It's definitely not that. Huh. That's wild. So it's either green or everything else. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to where it was, though, because... Wild. All right, let's go ahead and see kind of what's happening on the stream here, because I don't have those details up. Wow, we are doing fantastic right now. We got 11 concurrent viewers. That's pretty cool. I think that's actually a high score. So that's good. We like that. If you're just joining us, at least the coloration I'm seeing on my screen, that'll change as we speak, actually. Yeah. It should get a little better. Eventually, again, we'll figure out the colors. I'm not really sure what's happening. Because that, if you zoom in real close, is not the same color that I'm looking at. Yeah, okay, well, we tried our best. Seems like everything I try brings me back to the same spot. So, but we do have another incoming. And right after we get this arrival, I'm gonna have to plug in my camera. Where is it? I'm running low. Yeah, my camera's blinking at me now. So maybe I'll do that now, actually. So just give me 1 sec. Oh, and it's out of focus, because of course it is. There we go. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna plug this in. All right. And I think we're just in time. Yep, there it is. Actually, that doesn't look that bad from... All right, and this is a Southwest 737 dash... I want to say it's an 800. I'm just going off of what I see. I'm not actually looking at any form of flight radar right now. Maybe it's a 700. Yeah, that's a 700. All right. And he just came in from... Let's get flight radar. He came in from Austin, Texas. So that's pretty cool. And we've also got a United Airbus A320 getting ready to head over to Denver, Colorado today. United has flights kind of randomly, actually. All right. Yeah, now that just looks too vibrant. Man, it's just some more to figure out. Seems like every time I solve one thing. Now that makes the sky look really nice, but that's not realistic. And that makes my hand look like a... That looks horrible. So, yeah, I don't know. I continue to do something wrong here. What if I just line it all up? What if I just put it all on the middle? That doesn't help. Oh my goodness. That looks so close, and yet so far. Actually, did I fix it? No, I don't think I fixed it, but we're close. I feel like, yeah, those blues are still the same. Shoot. So blue is not the problem. We got good blue. We don't have any green, actually. Green is not showing up at all. All right. And I do hope to be back in Boise streaming, hopefully sometime in January. And before we get on that topic, we got another arrival. Looks like an Alaska E-175. I'll let you guys know where this guy's coming from here in just a sec. And Alaska, I don't really know what's up with Alaska. They have a lot of flights out of here, but they don't have a ton. They're not like Southwest. And they fly to a bunch of random cities. You know, they fly to Boise, which is completely random. They fly out to several cities in Hawaii, as well as a bunch of their hubs. But most of it's all E-175s, so it's, you know, nothing too special. But that's kind of their thing. Yeah, see that evergreen truck over there? And it's supposed to be it's supposed to be green. That ain't green. I have no idea what's up with my computer, because all the other colors look fine, right? You got the yellow. That United over there looks pristine. Nothing wrong with it. Southwest is pretty good. It's just the greens for some reason. I don't know what's doing that. Wonder if I just unplug this. Because like I've got an HDMI cable, right, connecting my stream card, but like it doesn't do anything. Like everything still works just fine, and it means nothing. I don't know why I have an HDMI cable connected to my thing. But I do, so that's exciting. And we'll see where that, I think it's probably coming from San Diego. Okay. That E-175 we just saw is coming in from San Diego. San Diego. I'm going to plug this HDMI cable back in just in case. And get a nice shot of that United. And this Airbus A320 is going out to the beautiful city, mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. One of, I think, 5 flights a day to Denver, actually. They have quite a few flights to Denver. It's kind of like Boise, except they're more focused on Sacramento than they are Boise. And we'll try to get them out over here. Feel like you all can sense the immense focus I have on this right now. Trying to get that shot. Alright, I think that's going to be about what we can do. And there's that Alaska E-175. Can you see that green at all? That's weird. Just blends in. Sawyer's Aviation says, man, Southwest everywhere. You would be 100% right about that. Yep. Southwest doesn't consider Sacramento a hub or a focus city or anything really that valuable, and yet they use it as one. They are by far the main airline here at Sacramento. Like if you look on Flight Radar, it's like 5 Southwest flights and then 1 of another airline. And it's consistently like that the whole day. It's crazy how many flights they have out of here. For not being a focus city or anything. And this is a Southwest 737 MAX 8. I don't have Flight Radar in my hand right now, but it's probably going to Denver, I would assume. Denver, Dallas. Let's check. Ah, Long Beach, same thing. It's going to Long Beach. And now we have an arrival. See, now we've hit the busier time of the day. We got a Delta 8220 coming in from Salt Lake City. And there's other Southwests getting ready to depart, but we've had so many Southwests in this stream. I'm trying to get some variety. This is that Delta A220-300 coming in from Salt Lake City, Nevada. Nevada, Utah, ooh. All right. And it looks like we got another arrival coming in here on the other runway this time. Can I guess? It's probably, yeah, it's a Southwest. We got another arrival coming in here soon. It's going to be a Southwest 737-700 from St. Louis. And we just missed a departure, but it's Southwest, so it's something we've seen before. So we'll go ahead and zoom in on that. I'm trying to tell if they're going to have one more takeoff or not. I don't think they are. So I think we're good to focus in on this arrival here. Ah! Pip Hastings, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are here out in Sacramento, like you said. Yeah, this is the one and only stream here in Sacramento. I'm actually driving home tomorrow, so it's a good 8 hours. But thanks so much for joining us here. Feel free to stick around. And you've actually hit, it might be a little bit of the tail end of the action, but this is probably the busiest time of the stream so far. We've had quite a few different airlines, different moving parts. The only thing we're worried about right now is just discoloration, which you may or may not notice. I notice it because I'm looking at the real thing right here. So, yeah, otherwise, hope you're having a fantastic day. And for anyone else just joining us, this is a Southwest 737-700 coming in from St. Louis, Missouri. One of Delta's, I think it's a hub. They've had some weird issues with St. Louis, but it used to be a hub, so whether it is or not now, I'm not entirely sure. But they definitely have a lot of flights from St. Louis. And it looks like if you're just joining us, you hit the jackpot. Because we do have yet another arrival coming in here. I don't know what this is. I'm so used to the Boise schedule. Looks like it's nothing huge, but it's a NetJets Bombardier Global 6000 coming in from Kahului, Hawaii. If you aren't aware, NetJets is like a charter private jet company. They don't have any routes. They just, you pay for the route, right? You ask them to take you somewhere and you pay You know, you give them your left arm and stuff, and they'll take you there. And then after this, we've got 2 Southwests lined up for departure. If I can focus here, man, I wish I had manual focus. Uh, as sucky as that will probably be to learn, it will be very helpful. I'm using autofocus right now because I don't have any other option. And this little Bombardier Global 6000 is coming in from Kahului, Hawaii. It is a private charter. It's probably no necessarily super important use there. It's probably just a company. As far as I know, maybe it's something. Yeah. Otherwise, we've got 2 Southwests over here lined up, ready to go. Shouldn't be too much long before we see them. While we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and see where they're headed, and let you all know. Oh, that's the wrong one. So that first one heading onto the runway is a Southwest 737 MAX 8 heading to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara, and right behind it, coming in and for landing, is a 737-700 from Burbank. We're gonna go ahead and focus on that here. There's a lot of Burbank arrivals today and departures. All right, that's kind of a cool view right there. Fun, fun, fun. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get that arrival from Burbank. Those lights out there, that's that. Fantastic. Man, this focusing is just a mess. All right, and this is Southwest 737-700 coming in from Burbank, California. Fantastic. All right. And we've got one more departure here lined up. It is a Southwest 737-700 going somewhere. Ooh, I'm starting to smell rain. Going to Spokane, Washington. So we'll just go ahead and wait for that one, I guess. Hey, and if you guys have any suggestions for airports you want to see me stream at here in the next, probably next year or two, I will be 100% down to take suggestions, recommendations. Uh, for sure, no promises on getting to those, because I do have a pretty busy schedule, but I will definitely consider them. If I do have a moment to fly out somewhere or drive out somewhere. So you can either put them in the live chat. I'm not gonna forget them, because you know, small channel, so it's not like I'm gonna be necessarily swarmed with options. So you can go ahead and put them in the live chat, or you can leave them in the comments of a past stream, if you want it to be a little more permanent. Either way, I will see it no matter what. So yeah, and it looks like it's starting to get a little dark actually. Looks like the sun's getting ready to go down. The current local time here in Sacramento, California is 4:21 p.m. If you're just joining us, my name is Devin. This is a special edition of Legitimate Aviation Live. Usually we're down based in Boise, but today we are up atop the Sacramento Airport parking garage. We've been streaming for 1 hour 52 minutes today so far, and yeah, still figuring a few things out on the operation aspect of the stream, getting the coloring right and everything. It went really well the first time. The last stream we did on, I think, the 24th. It was perfect. That was, I think, the best stream in terms of quality we've had. But something went wrong. So we're figuring it out. Eventually, all of this will be behind us, right? But yeah, thanks for joining us. I hope you are enjoying what you're seeing. Be sure to leave a like if you want to stick around. And we are waiting on what is this? What are we looking at? We are waiting on an Alaska E175 coming in from Portland, Oregon. Those are the lights you see out there. So I think that's pretty much the next piece of business we're gonna have to attend to here. All right, let's see how the stream's doing. Oh, looks like we've hit 8 likes. I think that's also the best we've done in terms of like actually being live. Typically the likes kind of roll in after the live stream, which is a little odd. But it is what it is. So that's pretty cool. Got 8 likes today. Just the start of many more to come, right? Yeah, all right. And as much as I really want to mess with this coloring more, I know it's not going to change anything, so I'm going to just close out that tab for the stream. Not quite sure how long we're going to be here. I think we kind of got through the rush. I think there's another rush coming at around 5. I do have to be somewhere at some point today, so we'll see if I decide to stay that long or not. But yeah, until then, we're just kind of sticking around here, just chilling. I'm chatting with whoever's chatting. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, and that's a E175 coming in from Portland, Oregon. Unlike United, Delta, and American, Alaska gives absolutely no credit to their regional partners. All of their regional flights fly under the same name, of which is Alaska Airlines. You do see a little thing off the side that says Horizon on it, or SkyWest, depending on what airline it is. But they just, They just slap on their own name on there and bada bing bada boom, and that satisfies them. But it is definitely a regional carrier. It's not the same airline. Which can be confusing if you don't fly a lot, especially if they don't specify. If they just say on the ticket SkyWest, it can really confuse some people, which isn't necessarily the most helpful. But oh shoot, I didn't even see all these comments. I'm sorry. I guess I either scrolled up when I didn't realize it, or I don't know. It looks like Pip is saying probably a while ago at this point that St. Louis is a focus city, Southwest. So, in case you're not watching the chat, that answers that question. Thanks, Pip. And while we're sitting here, we're gonna go ahead and do our nice little flight radar 24 check. I'm gonna focus in on the Alaska part of the terminal because that's where that Portland flight's gonna be pulling into here in just a few minutes. We'll grab our flight radar. In terms of departures, we've got two Southwest flights, one going to Burbank, one going to Santa Ana. These are all live. And that American Eagle's pushing back, going to Phoenix. For those of you who saw it arrive earlier, it's the CRJ 700. So we'll be seeing that soon. It's getting a little chilly out. We can go ahead and do a temperature check as well. It is currently 65 degrees, assuming this is up to date, which I'm not sure if it is now that I'm looking at it. We're gonna double check here. Yep, 65 degrees outside. It is getting cloudy. I think it's probably gonna end up raining later on tonight. And we are up atop on the 6th floor of the Sacramento Airport parking garage. Yeah, so that's always fun. That's always cool. And I don't know what stream etiquette is. Wow, my goodness. I have a bunch of notifications of new subscribers here. Thank you all so much to those of you who have subscribed. It means a lot to me. It's one of the main reasons I keep this channel going is because of people like you who show your support. It means so much to me. And it looks like, in terms of notifications, there's 5 notifications here of new subscribers. I'm not exactly sure what stream etiquette is. I don't know if announcing subscribers is normal, so I'm not going to, but thank you to those who did. Because the dilemma is, if you have a membership on your channel, it's okay to announce people who join the membership, which in that case, they're paying and subscriptions are free. So I feel like, I mean, if you have public subscriptions on, I feel like it would be okay to announce it. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty well on subscriptions today. I think we've definitely passed 150, which was the goal for this year. So thank you guys for that. We're at 153. So actually, I think we were at 146 when we started. So we're doing pretty good. That's what, 7 new subscribers? I think that's a record for a stream at least, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hitting that subscribe button. And I'll be sure to be out streaming more here in the next few months once it gets a little warmer in Boise, because currently the average temperature in Boise right now is around 30 degrees with wind chill. And it's not bad when you're just walking in it, when you're going place to place, but when you're standing in it for, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours at a time, it gets a little difficult, especially when you're trying to do things with your hands and they're blocks of ice. So we're gonna wait for a little bit warmer temperatures before we try to do more streams in Boise. But other than that, we got an American Eagle CRJ 700. I'm actually not gonna point to it because we've got an arrival here as well. Man, there are so many bugs around. I don't know what all these bugs are doing here. And we have an arrival. It might just be a little Cessna because it's not on flight radar. But it's coming in, so I'm gonna go ahead and focus on that real quick. Yeah, it looks like it's just a little dude. The American Eagle is just taxiing, so we're not missing any departure there yet. It looks like this is a little FedEx. Boy, I don't know my general aviation. But it is definitely a FedEx. We can go ahead and check flight radar. Where on earth it's coming from, what on earth it is. Once it pulls out. Maybe. If we even see it on this side of the runway. Probably doesn't need that much runway. There it is. We'll get a nice close-up shot of it real quick. Maybe. Nice. Alright. We're gonna zoom out. We're gonna go ahead and focus on this. And, oh right, it's not even on flight radar. There it is. Now it is. So that was a Cessna 208B, a Super Cargo Master. It's coming in from Fresno, California. Yet another California arrival here at Sacramento. Starting to see a pattern here, right? And that American Eagle CRJ 700 over there is, I believe, heading right on over to Phoenix. Yep, Phoenix, Arizona. We saw this guy come in earlier at around 3:30-ish, probably, something like that. Now we get to see it take off. But before we do that, we got a Southwest 737-700 going to Burbank, California. Getting lined up on the runway over here. So we'll go ahead and focus in on that. Now I'm making sure that chat isn't getting behind, because I'd lost it for a few minutes there. On my computer, not the activity or whatever. Just all right, this guy's going to Burbank, of which is an airport I actually have been to, which is wild because I haven't been to a lot of these smaller secondary airports, but Burbank is one of the few I have. Man, I'm sorry for the rough camera work there. So that's yeah, I flew the Avelo inaugural flight about, what is it, 2 years ago now? Yeah, 2 years ago? Sheesh, it's been that long. Whew, I need to do another inaugural. Yeah, I was out in Burbank. And by the way, they still do Boise to Burbank flights twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week on Avelo. Of course, other airlines. I think Southwest just announced daily flights there, so I don't know how that's gonna play out with all the, because Alaska and Avelo fly to Boise from Burbank as well. So having 3 airlines doing multiple flights a week and adding up to multiple flights a day, I don't know if Burbank is that popular, at least from Boise. I mean, obviously from here it's pretty popular because Southwest has 6 flights a day or something. Something wild. But yeah, we'll see. That's something for the summer. We'll see how it plays out. Something for you to stick around for, right? And I'm also checking my notifications because I'm also making sure no one's contacting me. I've got other plans, right? That aren't plans necessarily, but they will be happening at some point today. So I don't want to screw those up. Worries me a little bit that all the spiders that I was seeing earlier are not in sight anymore. So hopefully they're not in my bag, because that'll really suck for me, and it'll really suck for wherever they end up. Whether it's a car, a hotel, or well, hopefully not the car. It'd be better if it was in the hotel, because I'm only there for one more day. If it's the car, I'm screwed. But yeah. I don't know where they went. Maybe they're all sleeping. Maybe they're done for the day. Maybe they're parking for the night. That's cringy, but... Alright, and this guy's landing up on the runway. I have no idea if he's going to be waiting. There's nothing to wait for. It's not busy, but it's, you know, there's no arrivals or anything either. So we might just see him take off right away. Which, in that case, I'm going to put my stuff down so I can get a nice clear shot. Alright, here we go. American Eagle CRJ 700 going to Phoenix, Arizona. Speedy, wow. And we have time. We'll go ahead and wait for it up here. And I'd imagine he's going to do a nice sharp turn and go out the right way here in a sec. If I can keep my camera on him. Goodness gracious. Yep, there we go. Now he's turning around. And we got another arrival here soon, so I'm not going to keep the camera on this for too long. Okay, it's losing focus, so we're just going to move it over. And this, before I run out of time, oh, look at that. It's another Southwest. It's a 737-8 coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada. Whew, it's getting chilly out here. I might actually have to put on another layer. It's California. Usually California weather is not that bad. And it's only, what, like 55 degrees or something? It's not that cold. But it's wind chill that gets me. And perfect. And of course, we just missed a touchdown because of the terminal building, but we'll see it come around here in just a second. Beautiful. All right. And I think that's it for the action for at least a little bit. M. Billy says, hi. Hey, you know, and I can feature that as well. Welcome to the stream. Can I just call you Billy? Is that acceptable? I hope you are doing fantastic today. Hope you're having a nice, pleasant evening or morning, wherever you're from. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and check the arrivals / departures. We got another arrival. It's a Southwest 737-8 coming from Denver, Colorado. And what I'm thinking might end up being the last departure of the, or arrival of the day is the FedEx 767-300. He's 14 minutes out. I'm gonna probably wait for him, and then I'm probably gonna pack it up, just because I have places to be and stuff like that. But we'll see. If it suddenly gets really busy and stuff, we might try to stick around a little longer. I'm basically doing this until either nothing happens or I start getting text messages from family and friends saying, "Hey, get out of there." Hopefully I get out of here before they start bugging me. Oh, and speaking of it, I just got a text. So, yeah, that'll probably be the last arrival of the day. Fantastic. And that gives you all an idea of kind of what's happening. In terms of departures, um, doesn't look like really anything till around 5, so that's going to be kind of tight. There's an Alaska E-175 going to San Diego, bunch of Southwest as usual. And then we've got another Alaska E-175 going to Portland. So those two Alaskas you're looking at right now are both leaving somewhat close to each other. We'll probably get one of those two. We're gonna probably wrap it up here around 5 o'clock-ish. Yeah, we've been out here for 2 hours and 12 minutes so far, so that'll pretty much round it out to about 2.5 hour stream. That's not too bad. Especially considering the fact I've already done 2 other streams this month in the last week. So I think that's a fair amount. Yeah. All right. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and wait for that next Southwest arrival. I think it said Denver, right? I can never remember. Goodness gracious. Yep, Denver, Colorado. So, just to give you all an idea, kind of how much we've got left, we've pretty much got 4 more arrivals coming in within the next 20 minutes, and we've got probably 1, maybe 2 departures. So that's kind of the status for the next the rest of the stream here. Not a whole lot, right? But you know, something to look at. And that'll kind of wrap up the time here in Sacramento, which has been pretty fun. And I hope you all kind of think the same. Yeah. So, whoop-de-doo. And for those of you who are just joining us, or who have not kind of heard the whole memo here, we've got this is a special edition stream. This is Legitimate Aviation Live. My name is Devin. I am the sole and only host here on Legitimate Aviation Live. We are normally based out in Boise, Idaho, at the Boise Airport. We do streams typically once, maybe twice a month. Obviously not recently because I've had some issues, mostly with weak technology that can't handle the power of these streams, right? But we're slowly but surely fixing everything, getting it all up and running. The current time is 4:44 p.m. here in Sacramento, and we are, of course, up atop the parking garage on the 6th floor. Yeah, and hopefully start next year sometime, we're gonna be maybe seeing some other cities. I'm considering maybe streaming Minneapolis. I haven't figured out all of the details on that yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I definitely do hope to have 2024 be a good year. Just some of my goals, right? You know, I hope by the end of next year we'll be at maybe 300 subscribers. Get a nice I know that seems like a lot because that's doubling our current community. But I do hope with these streams and getting some trip reports out there, um, that'll bring some new people in and we'll have a nice little community. Which will probably make these streams a little more interesting because we'll have some conversation going. So yeah, that's kind of my goals for next year because it's we've got 3 more days or 2 more days of this year. And Billy said they are changing ops at SMF. So sweet. I'm assuming you mean by changing ops boy, my vocabulary's gone. Changing a runway, whatever. Man, where is it? Usually I know the term. I don't know the term. I'd assume you mean, runway related ops, right? Or maybe I'm just dumb. All right. I hope you guys kind of like the new chat feature I got going here that I can feature some of the stuff you guys are saying. Makes it easier for me to kind of single people out. Not in a bad way. If I'm referencing someone's comment, I can kind of put them on screen. Doesn't take very much effort. I just have to click on your comment. Sweet. And Billy is saying, of course, yes to my clarification question. And he's saying there's an inbound from San Francisco, and I do believe I caught that. That'll be, I think, the second to last arrival before we wrap things up here. Which is great, because I wanted to end on that FedEx 767. So thank you for letting me know that. And of course, if any of you guys watching have any flight radar updates that maybe I missed or you want to let me know, feel free, let me know. It saves me time. It saves me having to go back and forth to my phone, because that's kind of my flight radar base right now. I only have one screen. I've got my singular laptop running all this, so I have to I've got 3 different pages up kind of all at the same time that I'm running, so my phone's kind of where my flight radar is, and I've also got YouTube going on that, and I've got weather and stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any other updates like that, thanks to M. Billy for letting me know about that United. I will not be mad. And I don't know where that Southwest is. Did I miss it? Because and maybe it's just cloudy and you can't see the lights as well. Oh, that explains it. Yep. And I answered my own question without realizing it, because they changed ops. So of course I'm not going to see the lights anymore. Shoot, that means we're not going to see the full landing anymore. That's a bummer. Shoot. Okay. 35 left. Okay, yeah, that's 10 minutes out is the other one. I think there's one. You said there's that Southwest is 10 minutes, or maybe the United's 10 minutes out. What's actually next? Because I know there's a Southwest. I think there's one more Southwest actually coming in. And I'll just check my flight radar. I'm not gonna force my viewers to do all the work for me. Oh, okay. So we got a flight from Seattle coming in here in about 2 minutes. We got a United. Still says 12 minutes for the United. We'll see. It might just be going around. We've got a Pilatus PC-12 landing, thanks to M. Billy. I don't know if I'll actually see that. Shoot, I do not like that they switched ops. We are not positioned very well to see that stuff, but we will see a better shot of the takeoffs coming off of, what is it, 35 left? I don't know the runways here very well. From Medford? Okay. Sweet. Oh, and of course my computer's warning me that my phone's on low battery. It's okay. I've got the charger. Shoot. Okay, well in that case, if all of the arrivals are coming in from over there, I might I might just move my camera. Oh, it looks like that Alaska's getting ready to push back, so maybe we'll just keep it there for now. I might just have to move my camera alongside there to see the runways. And we've got probably, well, I'm gonna say 9 more minutes left of the stream, but it's whenever that FedEx comes in. So the FedEx is going to be the last arrival. It's not an if or but. It's just kind of the truth. And I do see that Pilatus PC-12. I did miss it. It's just kind of there now. So that's the annoying thing about these reverse ops. And I think that's the phrase I was thinking of, reversed ops. There it is, though, if you want to see it. Yeah, smaller planes we're probably not going to see a whole lot of, because they're going to be finishing their landing roll about right here. That's when they'll be slowing down to the point that it's almost unnecessary to watch. So I'm gonna hope that FedEx has a slightly more interesting landing. I don't know what I'm hoping for actually. I just hope we see more of it. While we're waiting though, we do got kind of a nice view here. It's kind of, sun's going down now. We got the ATC tower over there. And I think this is a good time to update the little update. It is 4:52 p.m. here in the beautiful, cloudy, somewhat cold city of Sacramento. My name's Devin. We're up atop the Sacramento Airport parking garage. I think I've only said that like 7 minutes ago, but I feel like just that view, I feel like we almost needed a moment of silence for that, right? All right, well, that's that. Ooh, okay, well, there is an arrival. I'm probably just gonna barely, yeah, I just missed the, okay, well, it's coming behind here. We're gonna see it land. I think that's the United. Okay, so we'll see the United E-175 from San Francisco land off of this runway right here. Again, I'm not familiar with the airport super well, so I don't really know the runway names. Not that I know them any better in Boise, but all right, and there's that San Francisco flight. Surprisingly enough, this is only the second United flight on the stream. Oh, and we got a Southwest taking off here. All right. Shoot, I don't like that. I can't see the lineup of departures anymore, so it's hard for me to tell when there's going to be action. Which is, you know, just a little inconvenient. We got that Alaska E-175 pushing back for, I actually have no idea. It's either LA or San Diego, I think, are the two options. San Diego, yep. And it looks like we got another Southwest arrival from Sacramento. Wow. I feel like this is a sign I just need to end the stream. From Seattle, Washington. There we go. He's coming in on the runway we can't see. So we'll see probably a little bit of that arrival. It says anytime now, pretty much. And then after that, arrivals, looks like that FedEx is next. So we're pretty much gonna wrap it up right at 5 almost. Yeah, and see, now there's a bunch of departures getting ready. So, okay, if they all start pushing back and they're all making their way over to preferably a runway we can see, I'll consider switching it up. I'll maybe add a few minutes. Because we do have a Delta A220, the Alaska E175, a couple Southwests, which I'm not really that concerned about. Mainly because we've seen so many already. All right, and that Alaska is Southwest is landing here. So we should be seeing it any second now. There we are. Oh. And there's that United pulling into the gate there. All right. I think we're doing pretty well here. And it is actually getting pretty chilly. That FedEx is... I'm trying to see if I can actually see it. Oh, I do see it. It's pulling around. So we do have our final arrival of the day, most likely. Coming in here very soon. I'm actually going to see if I can move my camera around to get a glimpse of it. I'm not really set up to point that far out, but it's like way out here. There it is. Beautiful. And there's nothing else to look at, so we might as well just keep focused on this guy. And of course, this is that, oh my goodness, Phil, focus. That FedEx Boeing 767-300 from, what is it, Cincinnati? I think it's Cincinnati. Man, it's getting dark. You guys might get a taste of the legitimate aviation live night experience, as we're not going to call it, but that's what we'll call it for now. All right, and I think we can get zoomed in on that a little more. I'm actually going to snap a photo. Oh, no, never mind. I won't snap a photo. There we go. I have no idea if that actually shows up on the screen or not. All right, and we shall see it next. Coming right around here. That Alaska E175 going to San Diego's taxiing out to the runway. And I'm sure that Delta's probably getting ready to go as well. Any second now for that FedEx. Again, this is a FedEx Boeing 767-300. That's something you don't see in Boise. All right, so that's pretty cool. And that's actually a really cool shot right there. I'm trying to figure out what's a better shot. Maybe we'll grab a snapshot of that and a snapshot of that. It's kind of cool. All right, maybe we'll grab a snapshot of this too over here. Oh no, it's like this time of day when everything starts lighting up, but you can still see. It's kind of a cool view. And okay, I've got 9% left on my computer, so we're definitely gonna have to wrap it up here soon. Otherwise, my computer's gonna wrap it up for me. And I'm not gonna plug it in because I do need to make my way out of here soon. And it is 5 o'clock. So we should wrap it up here in just a few minutes here. Because I don't want to keep anyone waiting. Wonderful. It looks like we've reached a grand total of 14 likes today. I think that is a record for one of our live streams. So thank you all so much for hitting that like button today. It does mean a lot to me. It does let me know that you guys really do enjoy these streams, or you at least want to see them. You want to see them make progress. You want to see them get going, right? And today we've gained a large number of subscribers, so thank you all for that as well. That also means a lot to me, and actually that means probably a little more, right? Thank you again, though. Thank you all so much for that support. And unfortunately, I do think I am going to have to wrap it up here on the special edition of Legitimate Aviation Live here in Sacramento, California. It's been fun. I do hope you all had at least close to of the amount of fun that I've had here today. I can't wait to be back here streaming again in Sacramento one day. Of course, we are based down in Boise. Although, until next time, this has been Legitimate Aviation Live. My name is Devin, up atop the Sacramento Airport parking garage. I hope you all have a happy new year. Thanks for coming out here and supporting me, taking the time out of your day to watch some plane spotting. And until next time, I'll see you all in the sky.